back your homes or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about a few of the shows I've been watching while staying at home with the family. I'm sure all of you are also trying to figure out what to do and watch, so maybe I can help suggest a few titles. The first one is a true favorite of mine. Every year or so I like to rewatch it, and that is Dexter. Dexter was a hit television series from Showtime about a Miami forensic blood spatter analyst, and also hiding the fact that he's a serial killer by night. Except what's different about this show is Dexter is the protagonist, not the villain. You root for him. Even though by the end of the series Dexter has killed around 140 victims, he abides by a moral code where he only kills murderers and criminals that got lucky and slipped through the cracks of the criminal justice system. Well, most of the time. It's crazy how invested you become with Dexter pursuing a target or him tiptoeing around his sergeant, James Dokes. The seasons are kind of broken up in a way that Miami Metro Homicide, the department Dexter works for, focuses on one big serial killer each season, and that triggers Dexter to secretly investigate the suspects as a target of his own. Except for the second season where Dexter becomes the killer his department is searching for. So with all of that, I think if you haven't seen Dexter, or even if you have, it's always a good option with many episodes to keep you entertained. It's also available on Netflix, so check there if you're interested. Next up, The Killing, which can be watched on Hulu, follows two homicide detectives, Holder and Linden, who investigate the case of a missing girl who later is found dead in the trunk of a car. The show follows not only the investigation, but also the family of the victim, career politicians running for office who are also connected to the murder, and a lot more. They also do a good job of incriminating nearly every character, so just when you think you figured it out, some new piece of evidence pops up. I know there are countless crime shows out there repeating the same plots over and over again, but this isn't one of those. Linden and Holder become partners in season 1, so right from the start there isn't this best friend relationship grown from years of being on the job together type of element. Holder came from narcotics division and looks more like a tweaker than a detective. And Linden is a single mom engaged to a man who wants her to move states to be a family with him and her son. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. And finally, the last series that I would like to mention is more of a catalog of documentaries by Louis Theroux. Louis has been making some of the best documentaries about all sorts of things for decades. Working for the BBC, he did a doc about the Westboro Baptist Church, prison life in San Quentin, Louis meets a guru. And of course his latest documentary about Scientology, where he works with a man who is one of Scientology's top leaders. And the show goes through actual training exercises performed in the cult, what happens when someone in the church gets in trouble, and how families are literally torn apart from each other, forbidden to contact anyone outside the church. It's absolutely crazy. A recognized religion created by the man credited with writing the most nonfiction of any author ever, L. Ron Hubbard. The church has tax-exempt status since it's considered a religion, and while the church continually states its numbers have only grown in terms of members, it is widely believed their numbers are dwindling and have most of their properties empty with nobody using them. It's truly entertaining to watch. Sometimes Louis has interactions with members of the church, and they act so strange compared to the average person. It's like looking at an ant farm. It's hard to believe there are still so many people that haven't been allowed to roam the internet and find out what people are saying about Scientology. Like, how does Tom Cruise not believe the things some of these former members are saying? Does he truly believe them to be liars, or deep down does he know his church isn't as glamorous as he portrays? You can find most of Louis' docs on YouTube. Anyway, let me know what you've been watching. I'm also looking for new shows to try, and of course, thanks for checking out this video. As always, have a great day, take care, and I will see you soon.